Yeah. I
Oh,
remember
man.
everybody was refining, everybody was buying it up. People were selling for ridiculous amounts. It was a golden age, but it's like, you just knew it wouldn't last.
Right, right,
But
man,
you
and
like
it's,
you said, like the ones who know what they're doing will adapt to any market, no matter how soft it is.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I'm your host, Micah Johnson. And today I'm joined by Blake, who's been making some serious moves in real estate investing now for the last 14 years. Blake, welcome in, man. Glad to have you.
Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm excited for our talk today. You've been doing real estate now since 2012. You're in the Nashville area, and you're watching the market do some interesting things. I'm pumped to get your perspective on what's going on and how you are making sure you stay in business there. Oh,
Yeah,
for
definitely.
folks that are not familiar with you yet, man, tell us some more about yourself. What's your main focus right now?
So right now, my main focus is long-term rental properties and flipping single-family homes. I got into business, like you said, about 14 years ago, kind of accidentally. I bought my first house, which was a double-wide trailer here in Nashville for $6K. So that was able to pay that off quickly. Lived there for 5 years, house hacked for a while, and then because I didn't have a payment on this thing anymore, I was able to keep it and buy a new house. And then
Heck yeah.
once I moved out of the place and rented it out fully, that's when I realized there was something to this whole real estate thing.
Mm,
So I quit my job in the music industry here in Nashville, which is also a big thing. If
right.
y'all didn't know, which you probably have.
It's kind of like the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it is the thing. It goes music, and then real estate is right under it. And then everything else
Right.
down here doesn't matter. Maybe barbecue is a little
Maybe.
higher. But yeah. So yeah,
Whiskey
then
can be involved.
whiskey, yes. Big time. Big time. So yeah, in 2020, I jumped full time into property management. And then my focus at first was to solely BRRRR, BRRRR. And I'm sure your
Right.
audience knows what that means. It's buy, renovate, rent, refinance, repeat. And that's all I wanted to do. I didn't have any interest in flipping.
Gotcha.
But then that was back when rates were 3-4%.
Right.
And so I was able to get a few properties under my belt in my own personal portfolio. But then once rates jumped up and the prices here in Nashville skyrocketed, the numbers just didn't make sense.
Right.
So I was like, all right, time to pivot. I've got a nice little portfolio of long-term rentals here. It might be a while before I can, collect others that are in the price
Right.
range without going outside of Nashville.
Right. Trying to stay
So
where you are. Yeah.
I try to stay where I am. I fiddled with the idea of, maybe going a few hours distance, but I figured, just try to keep it closer to home
Right.
at this point. So I pivoted to flipping, and that's what I've been doing for the past couple of years.
Nice. So in the flipping process, what are you finding that's different from what obviously the buying or burring, you're at least rehabbing it there, but what are you doing that's different in the ultimate goal of it all? And what are you enjoying about that process?
Well, with flipping, it's you're selling it. You're not going to be renting it out. So the renovation is going to be slightly different. When you renovate a property that you intend to keep and rent, you're probably not going to spend as much and go with the higher end, fixtures and finishes as
Right.
you would with a flip. So that's the main difference, is realizing this is going to be somebody else's home. This isn't going to
Right.
be like a temporary place that they're going to live for.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
2 to 4 years and then move out.
Exactly.
It's going to be something they're going to keep. So you attention to detail, making it a little bit higher quality, and doing little things, just little things, tile, do a unique tile on the fireplace, or put in some built-in shelves here and there. Something you wouldn't do
Right.
with a rental property, you would with a flip, just to make it stand
Now,
out.
here's a question for you. So you're in Nashville for music. How much does doing the flipping part tap into those creative juices for you? Music folks,
Oh, it's
y'all
great.
creative,
It's
right?
great.
Like, is there a
Yeah, I
crossover?
love it. Great. Yeah, because I'm a musician myself. That's the reason I came to Nashville in the first place back, when I
Right.
graduated high school. And I still do that as a hobby, but being able to, I love the process of picking out flooring, picking out tile, doing paint choices. Like that stuff that's the funnest part for me. I
Okay.
love the math part. I love the financing, finding the deals. That's fun. But once actually doing the renovations and seeing your ideas and visions come to life, I enjoy that the most, for sure.
Right. It's got to be like writing a song, kind of, right?
It
It's
is.
first paper, it's
Yeah.
words, it's notes, and then all of a sudden it's this thing that is just beautiful and comes off natural.
Yeah, the different rooms are like the different instruments,
Right.
and it all comes
Right.
together.
I love that, man. It's a
I
great
never
analogy.
thought of that analogy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the show. I get to talk. I like to find out about how people what's behind it. All of us that get into real estate, it scratches some sort of itch for us. That's why we stay in, because
Yeah.
it's simple. It's not easy. There's a lot of stuff that you just deal with in the industry, and you got to have thick skin to deal with it. And it keeps most people out. But that's when people are like, hey, how do you do it? It's like, well, you don't understand the itch it does for me. Like, you don't understand what I
Right.
am getting out of it. Does it pay the finances? Yes. But there's this emotional paycheck you get from it where, this is the part that you really like.
Yeah.
And I love that, because for
Absolutely.
creative, yeah, but it really, if you're creative and like creating, it's an avenue where it can actually help you grow, right? They always talk about musicians, artists being poor. Like, you don't have to be. Those skills that you have, they're very useful for other things too. You kind of open your mind up
Yeah.
to it. It's that same pattern happening.
And you can always do it. If it's not paying the bills, then fine, you can pivot to something else, but that doesn't mean you have to stop doing what you love.
Exactly.
I still do it to that day. But, real estate, I can be creative, and it tends to pay the bills a little bit better than, sitting on a stool down on Broadway playing the guitar with a hat in front of me with dollar bills in it from drunk people.
Okay, I got to just ask, what's it like from the stool? So I've seen people playing on the stool. I've never personally been there. Like, dude, what's it
Depends on the
like?
crowd. Depends on the crowd. You can have a great crowd. You can have a crowd of 4 or 5 people, but if they're into it and they're having a great time, it doesn't matter. It's almost like it's like better that than playing a packed room with people who aren't paying attention or just duds. So it's all about
Right.
the energy of the crowd.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Now, do you got a certain playlist you hit on the street? Like, this is my street list, or is it?
Yeah, just nothing that anyone in Nashville wants to hear. Just like emo and pop punk from the 2000s. They're like, well, we came here for George Strait. What are you doing?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
We're spicing it up. That's what we're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah,
It's the spice of
exactly.
life. Variety. It's the spice of life. Didn't you know? Come on, man. Try it out. Okay, I'm going to reel us back to real estate. So let's touch back to property management. That's a pretty interesting one to choose, man. Not everybody goes into that branch. What
No, it's
about
not.
that drew you in there?
I think because before I jumped into real estate, I was managing my one rental property by myself. And it was just so simple. Like I maybe
Okay.
would get a call once every few months about something, and it was just some little minor thing. I was just like, this is like great money for sitting around like doing nothing almost. Like I could handle, doing hundreds of these at any time. And the property management that I work for, I've been with them for 6 years. They're great. We're a really small boutique property management shop, investor owned and operated here in Nashville
Love
called
that.
Renew Real Estate. And, if you set up systems, if you put systems in place and you utilize software and technology, you can streamline property management so seamlessly and make it
Mm,
so easy to the point where you're almost, you're just sitting back and letting your systems do all the work for you. Tenants pay online. They submit work orders through a portal and it automatically goes to the vendor who needs it. They got a clogged toilet. That's like the quintessential cliche thing that people, oh, I don't want
right.
to do in property management. I don't want to unclog toilets. It's like, I'm not unclogging any toilets. That's not what I'm
Right.
doing. We've set up systems to where if somebody has a leak or HVAC issue, they put it in a work order and it automatically gets sent to the technician, you know, and it's just hands off
Yeah.
and
Well,
it's
and
just
that's where
seamless
it's
and great.
come property management's come such a long way in the past decade on the kind of systems that allow for that because it makes it easier for the tenants too,
Right.
right? Having been a
Yeah.
tenant in the past, I don't want to talk to my landlord that much, right? I have no reason I reach out, do stuff. And usually when it is, something's going wrong. So when you can just log in and boop, send it over, that's simple. That's simple to
Hmm.
do. And it makes it like single family is one of the ones where you get enough in doing it yourself, you can get yourself pretty stressed out. Where the more simple you can really keep that, because it's not everybody in one spot. You got a bunch of people all over.
Yeah.
That
Scattered
it's
site.
really, really worked well for those folks that do that. It's helping investors grow their portfolios in ways that they couldn't before.
Yeah, absolutely. And investors turn to us for all kinds of like advice and consultation because we know we've got hands on the market at all times. We know what things are renting for. We know what kind of tenant, like how the areas are going in the different pockets, the different neighborhoods. So investors can really rely on us to give them up to date information on the market and where things are going so they can make their decisions accordingly.
Interesting, man. Well, I mean, Nashville, they're one of the markets here the last year and a half that's kind of taken a little bit of a beating, had a big run and now it's lower. And so what's it like being in a market that's happening where you're having to work with landlords where they don't like hearing that rent's going the opposite direction of their favorite way of up?
Yeah. Yeah. So that is a conversation that I've had with many, many investors the past year, 2 years or so since the market has softened up. They're used to their single family home, say back 2002, 2003, renting for say 2,500 a month. And now it sits on the market for a month and a half at 2 grand,
Mm,
500 less than what they were getting for before. And so they're calling us being like, what's going on? Why am I not getting these prices that I was before? And we have to explain to them, the market's softening up, it's going down. And that's like a hard conversation you have to have because in real estate in general, over the years, everything goes up. Prices go up,
right.
rent increases. If you look at the grand spectrum over many, many, many years, it's always going up. So a lot of investors have that mindset like, how can I bought this place thinking it was going to get 1,600 a month. That's what it was before. And now I'm losing money. My cash flow's down or negative.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's having those are tough conversations, but we always remind them like this these are cycles. You can look
Right.
at the past. This will come back up. It will. So hold on tight,
Right.
diamond hands to your property. Don't get rid of it.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Because a lot of them, they panic and they want to sell because, their margins are getting so small. And it's like, just hold on, man. Just hold on. This is a long game. It's the long game.
It's a get rich slow scheme. That's how you got to think about it. It's just play it out. It does go up.
I wouldn't call it a scheme.
Nationally,
It's just get rich slow.
right.
Schemes.
Yeah. It's fascinating because you're right. Overall, it's always going up. It's in the nuance of local markets. That's where national statistics can be they can deceive you a little bit because it's different.
Yeah.
Every market here, I'm right under Jacksonville. Jacksonville's different. Tampa's different. Orlando's different. Daytona's different. Like everywhere has their different little flavor. And
Right.
that's what those folks can go through is all of a sudden, man, you're feeling that squeeze, especially if you didn't buy well. If you didn't buy well, that can be hard. And it creates, in real estate, you named it earlier in a pre-recording, it's the gap. When the gap gets made, especially between a seller or landlord and what's possible, where their mind and what's really possible, especially when we're going down, when we were going up so hard and heavy, the bigger that gap gets, now the only thing that shrinks it is time. Right now, they literally have to accept the fact that it's just not going to do it. And it's not anybody's fault. It's just what's happening. We're all at the same mercy of it.
Yeah.
And that's where I've seen some folks starting to get excited this year because folks are just more used to the interest number now. Right. I was talking to a guy the other day investing since the 80s. And he's like, interest is cheap. Because it was 19% when he got into it. Like you're talking about him about 5-6%. Get out of here, man. Don't even talk to me about that. And it's just like, it's fascinating because you have a perspective on it. And when it doubled twice in the shortest time in history ever. Like we all did live through something no one's ever seen before. That's for sure.
Yeah, it was unprecedented.
We're just seeing people get used to it. And that's such buyer sentiment and seller sentiment has way bigger of an effect than people realize because it's literally what you think. It's what they think is happening is going to determine their decision.
Yeah.
And when they're using information determining like non-realistic things, that's where these conversations happen where it's like, look, man, I'm trying to just show you there's this gap. You're here. This is where it really is. It's not me. I'm not out there trying to rent it for less, brother. I promise.
Yeah. Hey, when you make money, we make money. You know? And in all fairness, when the guy from the 80s, when it was 19%, like that's probably when houses were like $4,
True.
So there's that problem, if you don't mind the higher interest if prices are down because you can,
dollar's worth a lot more back then.
It was.
It's interesting though, man, because it's really truly perception because the best do their best in markets like these. That's what I've seen time and time again. Folks who are really good at it, they shine now. It gets rid of the riffraff.
You gotta
if you're
adapt.
not good at it, if you bought poorly, you're going to get exposed. Like this is where your whole business gets exposed. The 20 to 23, everybody thought they were a genius. Man, CEO things easy. Look how awesome and cool I am. And then whoop, the market cycle hits and it's like, I never thought of any of that.
Yeah. I remember everybody was refining, everybody was buying it up. People were selling for ridiculous amounts. It was a golden age, but it's like, you just knew it wouldn't last.
Right.
But
man.
like you said, like the ones who know what they're doing will adapt to any market, no matter how soft it is.
If you want to be here, you'll stay. And that's the reality. Like it's not.
And we saw a lot of people drop out.
That's what it does. It really gets rid of the hobbyists. That's what a hard market does because you don't want to do the marketing and the work. And because you got to dig deeper. You got to get better across the board. Your whole team has to get better. You got to identify every gap in your business because that's just what it takes. And if you don't want to, okay, real estate don't care. They'll just keep on going.
No, it will.
See
it
at
really
the next
will.
high market if that's how you want to do it. But those of us that are in it, you've said it before, man, it's a cycle. And it's been going on for over 100 years. Like we are all just like getting in a river that's flowing, y'all. And it's been doing this certain thing. We just don't know which events cause We know they'll happen. We don't know what they are. That's just the thing. And they happen about every so often. And okay, deal. How do we deal with this? What are we doing? Like, if that's your mindset, you'll make it through all of them. Because that's just, if you're truly playing the long game, then you're playing the long game. You
Well,
don't care about
there's just
that
so
part.
there's so many directions you can pivot to
Right. Right.
in real estate. There's so many avenues you can take. It's not so narrow. There's so many things you can
No.
go to.
Yeah, it's a huge umbrella. And you rarely do the thing you got in doing the whole time. Very rarely.
Yeah.
Most folks are graduating up to different assets, different things. So it's just like get in, get going, get in the water. Don't hold on to the shore all the time. Feel like you're drowning. Like get in the flow, man. Go with it. And then see, okay, this is where I want to be. This is what I want to do. Because it is. That's what I love about it. It's huge. It's a huge industry if you understand it. And you just find your niche. And then all of a sudden you're there in that sweet spot, man, just killing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Blake, man, I really appreciate your time today. I really enjoy conversations like these. So for folks that are listening in that are around that Nashville area that want to learn more about the market, learn more about your company, what's the best way for them to find you?
So the company that I work for is called Renew Real Estate. We do property management, long-term rental properties. You can find us on Instagram, at RenewTN. We're also on Facebook, heavily on Facebook. Same thing, Renew Real Estate Services. Me personally, my Instagram is Blake_Ferguson. If you're just getting started in the Nashville area or surrounding areas and you want some resources as far as, advice on what markets, vendors, tractors, hard money, financiers, I know all of them. I know a ton of them. I have a lot of resources, so I can definitely help you out, and I'd be happy to do so.
Love that, man. Appreciate that. So if you're out there and you're in the area he's talking about, y'all know it. Real estate's a team sport. If you can talk with someone that has access to the people you need to have in your tool belt to do this industry well, take advantage of that. Blake, man, thanks for sharing those. Y'all check the show notes. We'll have all of Blake's links there for you to reach out to him. Again, man, thanks for being with me today. Appreciate
Thanks,
you
Micah.
being
I
here.
enjoyed it. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. And for those of you listening and watching out there, thank you for being here. If you got value out of today's episode, please like this episode. Share with someone else you think get value out of it. And if you're not a subscriber yet, you know what to do. Click that button. Follow along. We got more conversations coming up with operators like people out there building a real business in the industry. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks, Micah.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.